My name is Hani Emmanuel. Was born in Egypt many years ago. The ministry is really the region where I was born, across North Africa and the Middle East. The ministry is called Friends of Ishmael. So the ministry is focused on those gatherings. Our main gathering is actually called Restore. In Restore, we think of soul, spirit, and body, knowing that everything is connected together. And we try to do this through gathering those believers together, those leaders, and see them healthy.
My name is Micah Burkle. We've been in the Himalayas of Northwest India for the last 6.5 years. And we're with an agency called Pioneers. And there's a lot of ups and downs there. As you might imagine, living in the Himalayas with a family of 8. We love a lot of aspects of it, and there's a lot of challenges too.
My name is Jessica Burkle, and we live in Himachal Pradesh in North India in a city called Dharamshala, and we do church planting there.
When we moved there 6.5 years ago, the focus was language learning. We need to be able to communicate with people because where we're at is pretty remote. It's the biggest city that Westerners can live in without being asked questions by the government. And so our focus is on church planting and all that comes with that. Evangelism, discipleship, making Christ known. Paul says in Romans 15, I make it my ambition to preach Christ where he's not been named.
We heard about Two Fish through Micah's brother. He goes to a church plant of Calvary's, and so we were in kind of a desperate situation of needing to come back quickly, reached out, and without knowing us very well, they were so gracious, and they welcomed us in many ways, not just with the home, but through the care team, through gifts, through muffins, cookies. Like I would just go into the kitchen some mornings and find like a box of muffins at my doorstep. So we've gotten to know them a lot through the years.
Every time I come here, there's 2 words that jump at me: stewardship and excellency. It gives you rest, it gives you joy, and it gives you an example as well, and it reflects God. It would be Todd and Kent, sometimes John with them as well, standing just to greet us, coming in one by one. Wow. That really touched me, because this is people that are persecuted. No one is clapping for them because they follow Jesus, but here they come to an excellent place, and the owners of this place are greeting them. And it was simple. It was not a lecture or a stage thing. It was just humans that expressed love and kindness.
Landing here was a breath of fresh air. There was just such a welcome, a kindness. We were there over Christmas Eve. Right before everybody came over, I took my son Moses out fishing on the Grand River, and we caught this huge steelhead. And we brought that in and we cooked it up and ate it for dinner that night. It created a memory that we talk about all the time together.
We loved our stay at Haven South. That's where we first stayed, and we really felt like our season there was one of refreshment. We were very near burnout. Our time at that house just felt luxurious and like the Lord drew especially near to us. And with the nature, the river, it's a beautiful memory in our family's life and one that we always hope we get to come back and stay at. I remember having coffee with Jody Rudolph at her house, and we were sitting in a 3 Seasons room. She thought my feet might be cold, so she put a blanket on my feet. And I just remember thinking, this is such a picture of Two Fish, like over the top loving and thoughtfulness and just extravagant giving.
There is a beautiful verse in Isaiah 43. You are my witnesses, declares the Lord, that I am God. And I think when I received that verse, which I want to give to Two Fish, God saying to me, you are my witness and I'm God. So your job is to be my witness, my job is to be God. Don't mix the two together. The Lord will let you witness more and more of his greatness in the nations. So thank you, Two Fish, for believing God and for doing things in excellency and stewarding so well.
3 John 1:5. Beloved, it's a faithful thing you do in all your efforts for these brothers, strangers as they are, who testified to your love before the church. You will do well to send them on their journey in a manner worthy of God. For they have gone out for the sake of the name, accepting nothing from the Gentiles. Therefore we ought to support people like these, that we may be fellow workers for the truth. I was just thinking about that text. It feels like a theme verse for what Two Fish does, sending people out in a manner worthy of God. and partnering with them in the gospel to see them equipped and ready to go back and not just survive in a difficult context, but thrive, having been filled up and then sent forth.
In 1 Corinthians, Paul says that welcome one another as Christ has welcomed you. And we have felt that warm welcome. So thank you, everybody at Two Fish, for providing a place of refuge for us to refuel.